name's Gray. I use them they pronouns. I first heard about WTF Bikexplorers through Instagram, the great internet. And I found WTF Bikexplorers. I was actually on my first ever solo bike tour, where I traveled across many European countries from Sweden through Belgium and France, and I went to Ireland and Spain and Portugal. I went places I never thought I would ever go before, and I was really looking forward to continuing my bike tour until I realized that if I didn't go to this summit, I would really miss out on something special to me that would connect me with the folks that I wanted, have had this desire to connect with for a while. Since 2015, when I started learning about bike packing as a thing, I was living in Florida, and I first heard about it through Anheika, which is this bike bag company. This woman, she makes bags by hand in a really hot house with lots of beeswax, and it's a great experience. And to have known her and to be able to still have a bag that I use even now, I don't know, just women-owned company made me really excited. And then finding out about WTF Bikexplorers, I was really excited too, because I knew that being at the summit, it was so supportive, especially for me, because I got really sick with strep throat when I got there. I took the train to Whitefish and biked through this really intense mountain bike trail that I was not really realizing was going to be that hard. But the moment that we got to the summit and I sat down underneath the Celebrate tent, and there was music playing, and there was food cooking, you could smell it, and you were so excited because you're so exhausted. You just biked this mountain bike trail where a bear was sighted that day, and you're trying to breathe through the wildfire smoke and stuff, because this was in August last year, and it was really smoky, and I felt like a total badass by the time I got to the summit. And yeah, it was really amazing, because as you can see in this photo, it there's a sign that says what land, what native land that we're on, and you don't see that you don't see that kind of intentional acts and behaviors and awareness in many mostly cis male dominated spaces. So yeah, I guess the reason why I'm even talking about WTF Bikexplorers, or that I'm interested in it, is because I identify as non-binary, and a lot of time people will mistake me for being a woman or being a man, and I'm neither. So despite the I don't know, I feel some folks don't know if they're welcome in a space that's WTF if they're not femme presenting or a woman, but for me, I knew that this was a space that I was welcome in. I was really excited to join and participate in and see what it was going to be like. So once I got there, is there another photo you can go to? Yeah, once I got there, one of the greatest things that I realized was that this is going to be summer camp, and it was. And also it was going to be a summer camp where you're going to learn things, right, from people that you really look up to and that you've only seen through the internet, through Instagram. You're looking at their photos holy crap, this person's great. And then you get to sit down with them and listen to them basically give you an outline of what's going on in the cycling industry, what is the Shred the Patriarchy hashtag about, what's Shred the System about, why is WTF Bikexplorers even happening, why is it a thing? It's because we need to gather around in a circle and talk about oppression, anti-oppression 101, intersectionality, and how our identities and stuff play into bike camping, and something that's seen as adventurous and some folks' hobbies and stuff, but for a lot of our lives, when we're in motion and you're transporting yourself and your body through the world on a bicycle, it makes you more vulnerable. But also, yeah, this is the mountain bike trail that was really amazing. And I actually met Becca at the Seattle train station. I never met her before, and she's a badass. Like, she biked to the summit and the train and stuff, but then she went on a bike tour through Montana, through many other states, and I don't know. You can tell she's carrying a lot of stuff. Her bike's heavy, and she crushed it. She's crushing it still. Yeah, and then this is what I saw. When I took these photos, this is my point of view from the summit. Just seeing also shout out to REI. There's REI tents and stuff. Lots of really cool. You get inspired just from seeing what other people do, how you ride your bike, how you camp, how you survive, how you thrive. It's so amazing. So yeah, there are lots of opportunities to ride your bike at the summit this past year. But this next year, the fact that it's going to be a bike ride away from here is really exciting for me, because I am not going to have strep throat this time. And I'm definitely going to participate more, and I'm going to have my camera rolling, and I'm going to take so many photos, and it's going to be beautiful. Yeah, next photo, please. Yeah, just look at this. I've never seen anything like that. Shout out REI, you can barely see it. This was from the train ride. This was the train ride there. You can kind of see how smoky it is. But I've never seen anything like this before. And for me, I left Europe on my bike tour and basically moved to Portland to be part of the WTF Bikexplorers community, and it's definitely not. It's not disappointing, because in this photo you can see how genuinely amazing these folks are.
Mary's a bit aggressive.
Yeah, I love this photo. You're good. But yeah, there's a cool hashtag you should look up. Representation matters, and I feel when I went to the summit this past year, I really got to see folks. I saw some folks who look like me and probably feel like me, being non-binary, but majority is going to be it's WTF, so women, trans, femme, and I feel that is going to attract a lot of really amazing folks. Look at this photo. Yeah, and so that this is just I don't know, so peaceful, and yeah, I was really excited to be part of it as much as I could, even though I was really sick. And that's another thing is, when I realized that I had strep throat at the summit, every single person I walked past was there for me. And speaking of support, this is just a short list of the kinds of brands and companies that support WTF Bikexplorers, and that list is way longer. And yeah, this is just a snapshot of that. And also for me, when I realized at the summit, experiencing this and meeting folks and listening, especially to the Cutie BIPOC panel, I was in the top bunk of the cabin of the lodge, because I was really sick, and I had the window open and I was listening to the piano from upstairs. But something that I wanted to point out was that during that panel, all of the white folks were asked to step back and allow POC and folks to come up to the front, and just holding that space and making it, I don't know, conscious in your mind that a lot of our intersecting identities matter, was also for me why I'm deeply more deeply involved with Bikexplorers group, because it's 2019 and we need to get our stuff together, and this is a great group of organizers and friends and strangers and potential connections that I really hope y'all wanna make. And also, you can just ride your bike if you go to the summit too. You don't have to talk to anybody. Yeah, that's it.